Welcome to Minus But More. My name is Eric Cup, and you have so much more in you. I'm excited. I'm encouraged you're here today. This mindset of minus but more, mirrors and mindsets. Do I see me more in my mirror or the mirror of my maker? So, speaking of M words, yesterday we celebrated Mother's Day. So God bless you, mothers, women figures all over the world. We love you, honor you, we thank you. We couldn't do this life without you. Special shout out to my mom and my wife. The impact that you have on my life is amazing. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for who you're becoming and what you do for our families day in and day out. So I love you both. All right, so today we're going to talk about boxes are both. Boxes are both. And speaking of boxes, there was one sitting in our closet, a Mother's Day gift for about over a month. So I walked by it many times, thinking I should probably open that, make sure the right product is in there. But I didn't. I trusted the source because we ordered there many times before. Last week I got a deep nudge. I opened that box. I opened it up and the blessing became a burden. It was a wrong product. So how many times do you open up a box thinking you ordered something, but it was something else? The blessing turned to a burden, or maybe the box was a burden at first. Now it's your blessing. Long story short, connected with customer service, it all got handled. But we are all good now. But you got to take action and open up the box because it could be somebody else's. How many times, are your boxes burdens, and become a blessing, right? Or you open up the blessing, it becomes a burden, right? Kids, marriage, that job that you took, mindsets, whatever that is for you, right? You thought it was a blessing, became a burden, but maybe that tough season that you went through, that struggle with that addiction, or um, that illness that was a burden at the time is now a blessing, right? So boxes are both. So what is meant for your life, you will receive that, right? So be open, open up the box, no matter if it looks like a blessing or a burden. It's all belief. How do you see that box, right? So God has already advanced whatever assignment He has for you to do and be, but we gotta activate it, right? We gotta open that up. We need to take that step of faith. We need to walk into it. And I'm gonna read here in Ephesians chapter 2, verse 10, the Amplified Version. For we are His workmanship, His own masterwork, a work of art. You are a work of art today, right? You're gonna open up that box and you'll see that artwork that you created in Christ Jesus, reborn from above, spiritually transformed, renewed, ready to be used. Look at you. You are ready to be used by God. You are His workmanship for good works, right? And sometimes we do that good works. It doesn't feel so good, does it, right? That box can be a burden, but it turns into a blessing. The blessing turns into a burden, whatever that is, right? Which God prepared for us. So He's already prepared it for you. So you just have to pre-decide, right? Take that step of faith beforehand, taking paths which He's already set that path for you, so that we would walk in them, live in the good life which He pre-arranged and made already for us. So God has already pre-arranged it for you. You just need to pre-decide, trust Him, step into it. You know, be strong and courageous. Be strong and courageous. I know somewhere He told Joshua with that, what, three times and what, five sentences or something like that back in Joshua. Be strong and courageous because your strength is in Him. So if your strength starts with Him, you'll be sustained. So make sure it starts with Him, not with self, because you will sabotage that strength. But keep your strength in Him that will sustain you, and be courageous. Deep within, He is with you. So be courageous and take that step that He has already pre-arranged it for you, that path in Ephesians 2:10. So get that in your heart, in your spirit, and walk in that today. So what's in your box, right? What is in your box? What are you believing for? Who are you believing in? What's in your box? Do you see a burden or do you see a blessing? Right? When that burden turned into a blessing, or that blessing becomes a burden, whatever that looks like, right? Can you frame it up properly? So boxes are both. So remember that boxes are both. So I hope that encourage you. Remember, God has given you everything you need in this season that you're in. Be strong and courageous in Him. I'll be proud of you. I'm praying for you, and we will see you soon.